All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Do you have the spelling of my name already? I'm not sure if that's been passed out. It's Chief Vernon Riddick, VernonRiddick, Junior, Police Chief of the West Hartford Police Department. I want to thank you all for coming here on this afternoon as we provide an update to the hit-and-run investigation that occurred on December 20th, 2022 at approximately 5 o'clock p.m. at the intersection of Boulevard and Whiting Lane. At that time, Miss Eugenia Urowski, who was 89 years old, was struck and killed in a motor vehicle accident while crossing the street with her walker. We've exhausted all means of investigative measures, knocking on doors, scouring video, going to body shops, talking to witnesses, and the media has been very helpful to us in the past to get our message out there. Unfortunately for us, we have not been able to secure an arrest, nor have we narrowed down a person of interest. The vehicle that we believe that we are looking for is between the years of 2010 and 2015 GMC type vehicle. Should have front left driver's side damage to the bumper and possibly to the hood area. So if anyone has any information along those lines, we would greatly appreciate it. I want to thank the town manager, the mayor, the town manager, and our command staff, the state's attorney's office, for their assistance. We are announcing a $26,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person responsible for this crime. We want to thank the governor's office, Governor Ned Lamont, for his assistance, securing of $25,000 toward this award, as well as an additional $1,000 which has come from the West Hartford Rotary Club. We will not stop. We will continue to pursue to the ends of the earth to bring this individual to justice. As you look around, you can see the presence of Eugenia Urowski. She has some style. She has substance. I love the sunglasses. As you see in the picture here and the one there with the stylish scarf and the earrings. Unfortunately, approximately 10 years ago, her husband passed away. We don't have any known family at this time. But her soul will rest in peace because she has the family standing before you and behind you. The accident reconstructionist team has done a fabulous job trying to investigate and reconstructing this crime. As I speak now to family members of the person or a friend or an associate of the individual who committed this crime, if you know something, please give us a call. If you have a conscience, each and every day you could be thinking about this, wondering if you should come forward or not. Well, the answer is yes, you should come forward. And I will speak directly at this time to the individual responsible for the death of Miss Urowski. As you were driving, maybe you saw her, maybe you didn't. It was an accident. Maybe you panicked. We don't have answers to those questions. But at the end of the day, someone died, and you left them there. Every day when you go to work, you are probably wondering, is today the day that the police will find me? You're in your house, and maybe a cruiser drives by, or you'll knock at the door, and you wonder if today is today. At a restaurant, with friends, you're wondering. You have that burden that's on you. You have those feelings of wondering, when is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Did you get away with something? Maybe in the short term you may feel that, but alleviate that burden. Take away that pressure. Come speak to us. Give your side of the story, and we can continue to go forward. At the end of the day, somebody lost their life. She's not just a person on a poster. She's a real live individual who was walking this earth, breathing, and just getting some fresh air at 5 o'clock. So, at this time, I do not have any additional information. We can use any assistance possible from the media, friends, family, whatever we need. But thank you for your time, and I really appreciate the efforts of our accident reconstruction team, which is standing behind you. Thank you, folks, for what you're doing. Well done. I'll entertain a couple of questions at this time. Our tip line, our West Hartford tip line is confidential line 860-570-8969. Again, 860-570-8969, the West Hartford Confidential Tip Line. Thank you. Yes?
How unusual is it for the state to contribute money to a reward
I don't think it's unusual. I cannot tell you the frequency because we're the recipient and not the distributor. But I don't think it's unusual. But we're just very appreciative that the application was sent forward by the State's Attorney's Office. I almost forgot to thank Charmise Woolcott, who forwarded our application forward, State's Attorney for the jail of Hartford, and for Assistant Chief Lawrence Terra, whose idea it was to submit our application for the warrant. Excuse me, for the reward.
There's certain criteria that has to be met to get the $25,000?
Yeah, it's a statute. It's a statutory requirements. I don't have all the criteria here, but it has to be a felony, which it was, a very serious incident, which it was. Then the governor makes the determination at the end whether or not to grant it.
I know you touched on it a little, but can you go into more details about the search efforts? You know, looking through cameras, asking neighbor kind of stuff. What goes into a search like this?
It's an arduous task. It's painstaking. I cannot tell you how many hours and overtime hours it was dedicated. Not only do you go through the first time, so you actually physically knock on doors. You see who has cameras. Then for those residences or businesses that do have cameras, you ask for permission to look through them and look through the video to see what you can find. In this particular situation, there was a person that actually partially witnessed the accident, but as all of us would do when you see something tragic like this, his attention went to the victim and not necessarily to the vehicle going forward. So he was interviewed and re-interviewed. As we went up and down the streets knocking on doors, went back again speaking to folks. Maybe you saw something. We stopped a few cars that looked close to the description that we believe it could be, asking, putting out details, unmarked vehicles. Again, going to body shops, see if any cars have come in fitting that description and any work that was done recently. New car sales, other jurisdictions, Hartford, CSP, the Chief State's Attorney's Office, whatever it is, the Office of Medical Examiner, as we discussed with them, the damages and the injuries that occurred, and what would be consistent to the vehicle. So it was a lot of work and effort. In addition, we have a Faro machine that reconstructs the scene in a 3D fashion. So it's a lot of work that goes into this, and we continue to go forward each and every day.
Can you talk a little bit about what it's like for the department to have done all that and kind of exhausted the investigative options and still not have an arrest? It seems like this is very near and dear to all of you to solve this.
Well, we take pride in closing out our cases. That's what we get into the business of, not leaving cases open. It's frustrating, but it's not a deterrent. If anything, it invigorates us and propels us forward to continue to bring justice. It's not about us. It's about her. It's about her. And we will continue to go forward no matter what.
Are there other potential witnesses out there? You said you spoke to the one who was paying attention to the victim, but are you still looking for people who may have been, was it busy at that spot, and are there a bunch of people who might still be out there?
We believe yes, which is why we were seeking and got this money together, that this might be a trigger as an incentive for someone else to come forward.
Do you know if this person stopped at all and took off or just kept on going?
We believe they slowed down but did not stop, is the information. All right, thank you. We appreciate your time. Thank you.